a shit, so I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Nice. I wanted to show off my Zemo mask. Oh, hey, we have a Mortal Kombat trailer playing as an ad on Twitch.
Nice. It used to be Patron Tequila. I connected my HDMI cable so that my laptop screen would appear on my television. I connected that so me and Alyssa could watch the stream for last time, right?
Yeah.
And so I connected it, and we started watching the stream. But as soon as I pulled up Twitch, the ad for Patron Tequila instantly started playing.
I have no idea how
And
happy.
here's the thing, too, though. During the video, the same ad popped up, but it was a different dude in the ad. And it was really weird. Okay, it's sarcasm, Cat. It's not appreciated. Welcome home, by the way.
Indeed, welcome back to Frisco.
Nothing has changed.
In my house?
She said one word and then stopped talking. I don't get it.
I have an idea for a new T-shirt that's gonna just make every single Marvel fan mad. I'm gonna make a USA.
Praising John Walker.
No, I'm gonna make a John Walker cosplay shirt. So it has like the star, 3 lines, and the line going down a sleeve.
The US agent shirt.
Nope.
Dude, if people didn't already hate the man, they're definitely hating him now. Hi, Cruz.
Hi, Cruz. Yeah, I know it's
This is water, by the way. I'm not actually drinking. I promise.
My can is cooler than your can. Oh, hi!
Oh, there you go.
Fluffy boy.
Fluffy girl, because it's a female
Sorry.
dog.
I didn't know.
Name, let me see. I can remember this. It's Josie, right? Am I correct? Yeah, I'm correct.
I'm so sorry.
What happened?
We're talking
Cat
about how
showing us all the pets. Oh, there's a
All
cat.
their pets?
Another cat.
Holy shit! Are you back home, Cat? Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, I was getting my second dose of the vaccine. So, like,
Nice.
everyone, you should go get vaccinated, por favor.
Yes, do that. Don't be stupid. Get vaccinated. Thank you.
I'm getting my second dose next week.
Nice. Don't be like me and just sit there and not get vaccinated.
Or me.
Or Brandon. Don't be like us. Get vaccinated.
Yep.
Let me get my stuff for the ad ready.
Wait, stuff? You have props? Why was Alex not consulted on this?
Yeah, wait, that's my duty. Sai, what's next? That's my department, man.
I can't see. We probably don't have many people watching, to be honest with you.
2.
Most of our viewership is either you or Sai.
Yep.
Most of our other viewers are probably at the dance
Abigail, you missed so much last episode. Dude, Abigail, you would have killed me.
Abigail's here? Abigail! Abigail! Pinto died!
Yeah, Pinto died.
Pinto died.
Yeah, Pinto died.
Sorry, we should probably told you.
Yeah, we should have messaged you earlier.
Wait, has she responded?
She hasn't responded yet. We're waiting for a response.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
Stream probably hasn't caught up to her.
I'm waiting for her to respond to the fact that Pinto is dead. Or has died.
Pinto has died, yes.
I think she died. That's why she's not responding.
Yeah, I feel like she might have.
Oh man, I'm gonna text her if she's okay. No response, I'm very worried.
I'm checking my chat like constantly. I'm really worried now.
I have it up on a different screen.
Good. I'm kind of worried she's gonna kill me. I feel like she will. I think there's a very.
You mean how you killed my character?
Okay, hold on. If we keep bringing it up, my mortality is not gonna last long.
Make a constitution check.
Absolutely
Yep.
not.
Shit, my dice.
Who just followed me? How dare you? Who is this person? Hold on. Oh, offshore med? Offshore med? Hey! Thanks for
We
the
have medical
follow.
people.
Yeah. Could you?
Medical people that define.
Yes, Alex. Yes.
Whoa. What? Whoa. Whoa.
Sorry, that's my friend Alex.
Oh. Oh, God.
I was very concerned
Oh, my
because
God.
Alex left the screen, so I was like, "What?"
You can't just do that. Okay. Yeah, hey, Alex. How's it going?
Wait, does she not know? Wait. I asked her if she's okay. She said, "I'm alright. Excited to watch D&D tonight."
Oh, did she not hear it?
Did she not hear it?
Tell her what happened. Tell her that your character died. Let her know. I want her to know that. Let
Alex,
her.
you missed it. Kat was screaming your name because you left.
Oh, sorry. I went to go grab stuff. Oh, hey, do you guys want to see my new Zemo mask I've been working like 10 hours on?
She has it. She has it. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man. So yeah, things are gonna get interesting today. Very
What do you
excited.
think?
I said that.
Hold on, Alex. Let me. I can't see this right now.
I'm kidding, it's this.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, that's better.
I haven't actually seen the Fabricon.
You haven't
I was
watched
trying-
the stuff, Mitchell? You haven't watched the stuff, Mitchell?
Well, it's okay, Mitchell, because we'll clarify everything in the recap. She's still typing.
Alright. Thank you so much. We hope that you enjoyed the content tonight.
Yeah. Hey, listen. If you like the content, stick around, Alex. If you don't, well, you don't have to. No, I mean it's fine. It's not that great. It's okay at best, I think.
It's decent.
It's not. It's half bad. No, half bad. It's not half bad. Sorry.
This is gonna be really confusing because we have an Alex in the chat and an Alex in the game.
Hey,
Even Alex in that?
Hey, Alex in chat. Just saying. Every time I say the name Alex, I want you to respond with yes ? Or a variation of that.
Oh my good lord. Hi, Alex in chat.
What up? Okay.
I told her Pinto died last session, and she goes, "Fucking what?"
I feel like we're ready. I feel like we're ready to start the stuffs, you guys. You ready? You guys ready for the ads?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do them. All right, everybody. If you didn't know, we have a amazing Patreon called patreon.com/PropClosetStudios, where you can go and support us as we make content. It's okay content, if I'm being honest. But recently, we actually have a few people. We got a few testimonials from people who actually are sub to us on Patreon. Yeah,
Oh, no.
it's pretty sick. Okay, the first person, Jeremy from Wichita Falls. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going, buddy? Hey, Sai, I love you and your content. I love the D&D guys, the playlist that you guys do. I hope I can see more. Pinto is my favorite character. I hope he doesn't die.
You motherfucker! Are you Sam Regaling me right now? You ass! You asshole!
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. I've been subbed to your Patreon for about a month now. I love everything I have so far. I have to notice, though, my credit card company is telling me that I've been charged more than necessary, and I've ruled out everyone else. Are you perchance charging? Our first letter is from Madison from Montana. Hey, why Montana? Hey Madison, how's it going? Hey Sai, I love you and your content. Thank you so much for the service that you guys do. I love it when you shake your tiny booty in front of...
Why wasn't it Hannah from Montana?
Madison, I think you subscribed to the wrong service, Madison. I don't do that here. That's a different place of work, Madison. So. Okay, and our next letter is from Steve from New York. Hey Steve, how's it going?
Steve!
Yeah, we love Steve. Hey, Sai, I love the content you guys make. I love the videos you guys do. One thing I have to say, though, is my favorite part... What? Your grammar's wrong, Steve. One thing I have to say is that my favorite part of your streams is when you stream Minecraft once every 2 years. Fair enough, okay? And I love that you upload videos to YouTube once a year. That way I can keep track of my birthday. That's a fair criticism. That is entirely accurate. I have a quick question to ask. Are you okay with answering it? Absolutely. We'll answer any question you got, Steve. Why is my credit card being... Psych, it's me, Jeremy.
Oh god, it's the health potions all over again.
That is a podcast. Podcast, that is our ad. Go to patreon.com and subscribe to us. We have...
This is not disturbing at all.
You poor thing.
We have 3 tiers. A $3 tier, $7 tier, wait, a $5 tier.
Ladies and gentlemen, our creative director, Sai Manjapudi.
Give him a minute to breathe.
I actually almost swallowed that. Yeah, go to patreon.com/PropClosetStudios. That's the end of the ad.
Right.
Anyone else have any announcements?
Yeah. Oh. Our podcast is back, by the way.
Hold on, Alex.
Yeah, with new intro made by me.
I love
Well,
how
partly made by me.
2 out of the 5 people we have their screens black.
Yep. So but yeah, yeah. So after being away for almost 3 months due to school, my buddy deciding that Bucky Barnes is an amazing inspiration, and among other fantastic stuffs in life, we're back. We can expect new episodes every Friday at midnight, I believe. So when it comes, we're going when the day turns from Thursday to Friday, like a chicken nugget becoming a Sunday on Monday.
Okay, the stop.
Wait. It's Friday? It's not Saturday night?
No, it's Friday.
Uh-oh.
Saturday night is D&D.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that question. Ignore that question.
Yeah, no, they are released on Fridays. So
By the way, hold on. I just started recording, so people on YouTube, you're gonna be very confused, and we're not gonna explain jack shit to you.
So I'm sorry, Abby needs a minute. But basically, we're back. So yes, on first Friday of the month, expect a new Prop Closet podcast. Second Friday, we have Nerd Plus Mike with yours truly. Then the week after that, we have this idiot with the I was gonna say the idiot with the headset. Then I realized that there are 2 of them. So the idiot with the headset and the jacket is gonna have his
After
show.
Dark with Sai.
And finally, the last podcast of the month is Rando Movies with Brando the Magnificent.
It's not the title.
Who added? I feel like every time we say that, we keep adding extra words to that title.
You keep adding so many words. I already made up a theme song, and I don't want to try to make up a new one.
Oh, by the way,
Movies with Brando.
what is it called? D&D mini highlights are coming out. After every episode of D&D, the VODs will most likely be uploaded on Sunday, which is tomorrow, and we'll try to have. Oh god, swallowing that paper. We'll try to have a mini highlight of a few of the funny moments from this stream, and we'll have it up on the YouTube channel. So go and watch the YouTube channel. The link should start appearing in the chat anytime now. Anytime whenever Nightbot decides to work. My streams since I'm playing Minecraft, I changed that to D&D.
Abigail, no. Keep going, sir. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Fantastic. Yes. So yeah, D&D mini highlights, all that cool stuff. And yeah, I think that's it. Is there anything else?
Highlights, podcast, you almost dying. I think it covers most of it.
Yeah, I feel like we've covered the main core loop of the game. Yeah.
Abigail's gonna kill you.
She is gonna kill me. I can't wait for Abigail to appear in my room and just kill me. But yeah.
Your funeral.
Without further ado, everybody, Let me turn this happy music off because we're about to get sad up in this business. Today, without further ado, let's jump into the world. If I can find the intro, let's jump into the world of the sinking continent. And we are back. So today, if I'm not mistaken, the listen, Abigail, you don't let's calm. Abigail, listen, Abigail, listen. So before you get mad, okay, listen, just listen. There's no reason for that, okay? We're all fine. Everyone's okay. It's just a game, okay? All right, guys, it's just a game. It's literally that's all it is. There's no reason to be mad. I'm trying to find the music, by the way. That's why I'm.
Panic so much.
That's why I'm.
And
Okay, so who wants to? What? Let me close that. Let's stop. I don't want to see you, Rhythm. Who wants to recap today? I see Alex raising his hands. Alex, go ahead and recap for us, buddy.
all right, so on the last episode of the sinking continent, our story started off with everyone going to sleep. The first time Tirai did not have a nightmare, but our boy Yasin did.
Well, hold on. Why did Tirai not have a nightmare?
Because Tirai opened up to Ronnie, I believe.
Well, yeah,
She was with her boyfriend.
Ronnie was trying to comfort Tirai. Yeah.
Yeah, Ronnie was trying to comfort Tirai, and Tirai then did not have a nightmare.
Mhm.
However, our boy Yasin had his first nightmare,
Well,
in which, well,
yeah.
dream-ish thingamabob. And what happened was that he found himself to be in front of his deity that he worships, as he's a paladin, which is something that we totally did not forget until a few sessions ago. And then with that, he was shown a vision of his friends destroying his village, in which he then slaughtered everyone. He put his fist through Pinto's face. He zoomed his way through Alyndra and then broke Terai's neck. And that was the end of the session. I'm kidding. He then everyone was then awoken from a lightning strike that then struck Yasin, imbuing him with powers, and now he is a barbarian, which is pretty fun. And I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what happened next.
Okay, so
I remember.
all right, Pinto, go ahead.
Okay. All right. I know I do this a lot, and I'm sorry.
I forgot
Okay.
something.
So, Yasin woke up from his dream. There was a big lightning strike. It
Mhm.
woke everybody up. TRI was pissed because we woke them up. Pinto thought he was going crazy because he saw a bunch of this lightning and magic stuff with Yasin when nobody else did. So he went outside to breathe. TRI went to, go get a drink from Ronnie's brother Leo, who, after Ronnie decided to stick with our group rather than him, had left town and put the bar up for sale. Now, after Pinto goes outside, he meets Torin, who is there saying, hey, it's time for you to do the thing that you said you were going to do. And he's like, this early in the morning? He's like, all right. So Pinto goes to get Yasin.
If you don't know, Torin is the henchman of Consul Mordrin, who's like the bad guy, essentially.
Yes. So Pinto goes to get Yasin, and they both follow Torin to wherever Council Mordrin is. Now, Mordrin is his, casual dick self, and is a dick. In the tiny conversation that he has, he introduces Yasin and Pinto to the Baron, who Pinto kills soon after being introduced to him. He climbs up the side of the wall with much effort, and with some help from Yasin distracting some walkers by. So he gets into the room, kills the Baron, but then almost is affected by magic and has visions of Mordrin telling him, hey, you can leave, but Pinto has a very inner conflict within himself. He throws the Knife of Zera out the window so it doesn't fall into enemy hands, and he is captured. Mordrin then takes him back to his, torture room, and as their deal described, all of Pinto's friends would go free as Pinto was tortured with a lot of pain, and after failing 3 death saving throws, Pinto was killed by Council Mordrin.
Can I continue now?
Go for it.
Okay.
You may.
After that, Mordrin brought Pinto back to life, saying that he doesn't wish to kill Pinto yet, and would rather wait until Pinto became more powerful so that Mordrin would actually have a challenge this time. He let Pinto go. His friends immediately catch up, both Tirai and Yasin coming to Pinto's aid immediately. And they immediately decide to go back to their place to get Ronnie out of there and leave. yeah, there you go. But before they leave, Mordrin tells everyone that Ronnie's brother Leo... Why was Pinto a... Oh, no, bitch, okay. Yeah. So, Mordrin tells everyone that... Well, why is your screen the biggest? Mordrin tells everyone that Ronnie's brother Leo was unfortunately killed because he looked like he was trying to run away. Leo was actually trying to get away because he was terribly sad that Ronnie decided to leave him, and so, unfortunately, he died. When breaking this news to Ronnie immediately crumpled to the floor, and Tirai got mad at everybody in that room. And on brand, thank you, I like the beer too. And as on brand, Alyndra totally vanished. Right now, no one knows where Alyndra is. They're gone. Let's see. Is there anything? And then, yeah, so they decide to take everything they have. They tell Gloriana, their innkeeper, to be safe, and they get on their horse cart, and they ride their way out of Esserin, and that's where we ended last time. Okay, so at this point, it's been about an hour or two since you made your way out of Esserin. The weather is relatively stable. You're now on a grass path outside of the city of Esserin, about 15 to 20 miles, since horse carts aren't necessarily that fast. But yeah. You guys are outside of the city of Esserin. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
That's a good question. Can we go back? Not gonna lie, I don't feel comfortable going straight back to Soren Hill, just considering the fact that we just left the most racist city in the land. Can we make a pit stop by a nearby town?
What town would that be?
I don't have a map.
Well, there's a few towns nearby. Let me pull up a map. I'll send you a photo.
You can then?
Yeah.
Yasin, and you can take this into consideration, but it is my opinion that we should go back to the town where we picked up that request to find that man's daughter and
Agreed.
collect the money that we owe that also old blind man in the exact same town, and then give him that money to secure our payment.
Sorry. Thank you, Zane, for that very nice request.
Yes.
Wait! You guys read this?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Oh God. Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh. Alright. So, oh, have you sent me the map, my friend?
I'm loading the map, buddy. All right, calm down now.
Alright,
Take a
sorry,
deep breath. Okay, not that deep of a breath.
Every time.
Every time.
He always does this, you guys. Always does this. Right now, you were in Esserin. Let me quickly share my screen, and I can show you where you can go next.
Cute.
All right. There we go.
Ay, Dios mío. Alright.
Where would you like to go?
Uh,
You were at
oh, that-
Esserin earlier.
Where is the town that we picked up that,
The town that we picked up the request for that man's daughter.
That's Crest Hill. It's, I believe, down here.
Crest Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we should go there.
Soren is right here in between.
Yeah,
I-
we need to go to Crest Hill.
let's make a stop first in Monwich, then let's continue to Crested.
Okay. Yeah. So let me go ahead.
Monwich, why not Lurie? It's just a question. We can go wherever you choose.
Well, it's more of a straight line, I'd say.
Okay.
Because if we travel through Lurie, we're gonna have to travel through Willow Watch.
No, we don't. But I will concede to you. We shall go to Monwatch.
But it's in a straight line.
Well, you don't have to go to a straight line.
It's pronounced Monwich, just letting you know.
Monwich.
Thank you.
Here, you want, let's play a game of rock paper knife to see which one we're gonna go to.
You mean
Okay. Boulder parchment sheet.
No, we're not copying that.
Alright, sorry. It was just a joke.
Rock paper scimitar it is.
Rock,
paper scimitar. What does scimitar look like?
We don't
It's a
need to
knife.
compete, Yasin. If you want to go to
Ready?
Monwich, we can.
No, ready? We're
Oh,
doing this.
might-
Ready?
Okay. Ready?
Rock, paper, scimitar. I cut the paper.
Okay, we're going to Monwich.
Yep.
God.
That was so stupid.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can go to Monwich. That will take
Yes,
you're gonna go to Monwich and then Crest Hill. It'll take about here, let me there's actually this map is super sick because I can like actually measure the distances.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, it's awesome. If I can just
Also-
find
So wait, who? DM
I said
question.
Mhm, yeah.
If you remember, who's driving?
Ronnie.
Ronnie's driving. Okay.
Yep. Oh boy.
All right, it would take you about 5 days to get to Monwich, and then about one more to get to Crest Hill.
5 days. Holy shit.
Yeah. So let's not go to Lurie because that's gonna take like a week. So
No, what? Are we looking at the same Lurie? That's
Yeah.
Literally.
Lurie's out of the way. It'll take you longer.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
Mitchell's here. He's hiding. There he is. That's
Yeah.
him.
He's right there.
Okay.
Alright. So, days ago.
Where are you guys? Ronnie turns around and says, "Where are we headed?"
Well, I'm gonna be fully honest. I don't feel comfortable going straight back to our home. So why don't we go turn in our job for over in Crystal, but I think there's a town beforehand called Monwich. Why don't we stop there at least for a few days, maybe a day at most?
Would that be down south?
Yes, straight down south.
Right.
And if you need a rest, I can take over for driving.
No, I'm good. So Ronnie turns the reins around as he carefully, like he does everything, basically manages to guide the horses down south. I need someone to roll a d8 for the first day. Who wants to do it?
Which one?
Uh,
What's the? I forgot how D8 looks.
It's the Alex.
I know what a D8 looks like. I have one in my hand.
How did you
Wow.
forget what a d8 looks like, buddy?
I'm sorry, I don't roll a D8 that often.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so I'll roll a D8 and then I'm gonna make a request. Actually,
Okay.
6.
Okay. 6. Oh shit! God damn it!
You're gonna make us fight something, aren't you?
As you guys are riding, the skies are pretty clear. The wind is just a nice breeze that blows through your hair. It's a fairly calm day, and yeah.
During this drive, because clearly I rolled pretty well. I would like to read that book, the Book of Gods,
Mm-hmm.
that has the information about realms.
Okay.
I would like to read that, please.
Let me put the map in the chat real fast, and then I'll pin that. Okay, cool. So let me pull that up. Give me a quick second. Okay, so the book, now that you're actually paying a bit more attention to it while you guys are writing, Pinto, you crack open the book. It's got a brownish leather cover, as most books do in this time period. And the more you look at the title, it's the language you're not familiar with. It's like older common. But as far as you're able to know, it's called Tales Diorum, which means Tales of the Gods. The book lists many stories of the elder gods, their wars, actions, and deeds. And
Theorum, like TH.
Deorum.
Okay.
Diorum. The book lists many stories of the elder gods, their wars, actions, and deeds. It's explained that in the beginning, there was nothing but an infinite void, an eternal abyss that was ruled by the Ancient Ones, a collection of vile creatures whose immortality made them go mad with power. The Ancient Ones ruled for many millennia, creating life forms only to torture them until they die, and then creating new ones. One day, two of the Ancient Ones, Malum and Letum, had a child. The name of the child was never known, but this child was the first and only spawn of the Ancient Ones. As the child grew, he took a liking towards the creatures created by the Ancient Ones, and hated the way the Ancient Ones behaved. This child even fell in love with a creature that was created by the Ancient Ones. But after finding this out, Malum smited the creature in front of his very eyes. The child cried out in a fury so strong and vicious that the Ancient Ones were, for the first time in eternity, afraid. In a war that lasted for hundreds of thousands of years, the child trapped the Ancient Ones in a dimension of his own creation, a dimension he named Shadowfell. With no one left to rule the universe, the child named himself the Realm Master, and swore to keep a watchful eye over his creations. His first creation was to make another celestial being in the same shape and form as the creature he fell in love with. He wanted to love her for as long as eternity could last, and so he called her Eterna. Him and Eterna loved each other immensely, but Eterna had no one from her past who was still alive. On top of that, the Realm Master already created a new universe and thus refused to erase it just to bring Eterna's family back. Eterna became angry, and her anger only grew when she saw the state of the world created by the Realm Master. While the Realm Master saw family and love born out of hunger and hatred, all Eterna could see was the violence. She vowed to defeat her husband and remake the world in the image of Elysium, the blissful plane of Celestials. And the Realm Master vowed to never hurt her, but only to stop her from doing her deeds. Eterna, in a violent rage, tore a hole through Elysium and made her way into Shadowfell, where it is said she currently rests. However, the Realm Master had a plan for this. He stored half of his power and half of Eterna's power into two separate artifacts. To this day, Eterna and her followers are on the hunt for Eterna's artifact, while the Realm Master's artifact resides in the Orcish kingdom of Ragnoria until the next 100 years, where it will make its way into Varia, the kingdom of dwarves. The same kingdom that you guys burned to a crisp because of the zombies. While explaining this history, the book goes into much more detail about all the Celestials that was created. One of them, obviously, is Realmus, and the other one is a story called The Trickster's Curse.
The Trickster's Curse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's. I won't ask for any more.
No, you can keep reading if you want to.
No, for now that's all the information I'll ask.
Cool. Anything else you guys want to do?
I'm gonna read my imaginary book.
Okay.
We're all reading books. Yeah.
You pull the book out of your jacket and you manage to open it. And
Let me get my notes. Okay.
Ronnie looks at you, kind of weird. What are you doing? Okay. Fair. No. Okay. You can stop. Thank you. Yes. Fair enough. So, as you look at the book again, when you first look at it, the writing screams scrambled and disorienting. But the more you stare at it, if you read that, you see that it reads a title called Eternal Rin Sagar, which in Abyssal translates to the Eternal Night. A book with dark leather bindings with the title written on front in what seems to be like skin-like material. The stained pages are written in blood with some of the text sewn in with veins and nerves of dead creatures. As you stare at the words, they begin to unscramble. And the book changes names to read, The Eternal Tales of the Infinite Darkness. That's the name of the book, the name of the author, however, is surprisingly nowhere to be found. As you open past the first page, you see a small paragraph of text, reading, "Welcome, dear reader. I wrote this book for you. I toiled so that these words may attain your eyes. My very blood, flesh, and sinew reside within the pages of this book. I do not write this book to bring about corruption, but I believe it's important to understand the nature of magic orienting from Shadowfell, and dark magic that takes its powers from swallowing the life out of other things. I do not intend for anyone to use this power, but to simply understand it."
I'm gonna skip the author's note.
Okay. Well, there's one sentence left, Kat.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
"My pursuit is only for the sake of knowledge." You begin to read it, and it reads like a journal. A wizard, seemingly younger from how he references other wizards, sets off on a quest to discover the magic of Shadowfell. During this quest, the author travels all over the world to gain more information, making witty quips and casual remarks about the state of the world, and always ending each chapter by mentioning how terrible the food is and how hungry he is for a nice cake. The book contains various interviews and tales told by magic users and learners about the mysteries of Shadowfell. However, the consensus remains the same. Shadowfellian magic is dangerous for both the user and the target. The writer also writes about his dreams to cure the world, how all the elder gods seemingly turned their back on the world and allowed it to succumb to chaos and violence. He ends this page with, "I realize I no longer hunger for food, but I hunger for change, for a way to save the world, for a way to..." I didn't read his accent. For a way to keep everyone happy. His accent changes, you guys. He's a wizard. The book then begins to change tone. What was once a relatively straightforward research paper-like book with often comical anecdotes becomes a lot more twisted and unnerving. The author mentions an incident where he saw a woman being beaten mercilessly. The author tried to intervene but was pushed aside immediately, so he used what little Shadowfellian magic he knew on the abuser. The man who was beating the woman stopped and began screaming. He fell on the floor, black goo seeping out of his mouth, eyes, and ears, the liquid pulling his organs with it. He began crawling towards the author, crying and screaming while drowning in his own organs, crying for mercy, for help. Then his skin began to shake and move on its own, worm-like creatures crawling underneath and biting from the inside, stopping only to duplicate and consume more. The man's flesh began turning on him, swallowing and biting until the worms crawled out of his body and began making their way into the ground. One of the worms stayed underneath the body, and a black spot appeared with black decayed grass. The spot grew larger and larger until it finally stopped. Then the circle grew teeth and swallowed the man whole. The giant world-eating worm rising up and swallowing him whole. One of the citizens of the village screamed for mercy. The author asked him to stay calm and saying that he will not hurt them. He asked why the woman was being beaten. The citizen, terrified, mentioned through panicked tears that she was a cannibal, luring teenagers and men into her house and killing them and eating them. As the author turned around, the woman... Oh, God. Guys, stop following me. I'm trying to read a story here. As the author turned around, the woman had run away too. Subsequently, the author, to save face, ran away as well. As the author reflected on his situation, he mentions in a tone that seems unnaturally casual that the feeling he got when the man was suffering was joy. Pure, unadulterated joy, coursing through his veins like ecstasy. He loved it. He even mentions that if the woman wasn't present, he would have joined the worms and dined on the man himself. But then he changes his mind. He states that he would have killed the woman and dined on her as well, tearing her flesh between his fingers as he bit and tore through bone and flesh, guzzling the blood and muscle fibers. The page ends with the simple sentence of, "I am incredibly hungry." And that's the end of the book.
There's got to be more. What?
Tiara, are you okay?
For the first time, you look around, and when you look at Pinto, you have this... It's a slight urge to just stab him and drink his blood. It's slight enough to where you're like, what the hell is going on? But it's there.
Tiara? You okay?
You see Tiara looking at you, and I would say make a perception check, Pinto.
Perception check. Perception check. Ooh, alright.
I love your little jingle there.
It could, yeah. Alright, that could have gone better. 17.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. For a brief second, and to be fair, you don't know how true this is, but for a brief second, something weird happens to Tiara. For a brief second, almost to the point where you don't know if it actually happened. I mean, to be fair, you kind of just died recently, so you're still a bit loopy, but you swear...
They're also still very pissed at you.
Yeah, you swear that something not normal happened to Tiara's face.
So, silent treatment? Is that what I'm getting from you on this ride? You know, I assumed that
I'm
after...
gonna turn to Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
Tell Pinto that he's correct. I'm not talking to him for the rest of the ride.
Ronnie, without turning around, says, "You heard what she said."
I
Sorry, you heard what they said.
Yeah, I did. Okay. You know, I'm sorry we kept you out of the dock, but Yasin was probably going to tell you at some point.
It was my plan to tell them. I forgot, and that's my fault.
Tell the both of them that their actions speak a lot louder than their words at the moment.
Just tell them yourself. You're right there. They can hear you.
Being mad at me, I understand, but you don't have to be mad at him. And I'm gesturing towards Yasin.
She is. They have every right to be mad at me.
Ronnie actually stops the cart as he turns around to both Pinto and Yasin and says, "Could you, for 1 second, stop? Just stop accepting the blame, okay? All you have to do is say, 'I'm sorry, it'll never happen again,' and just wait. That's it. That's all you have to do." He turns back around.
And do that.
Okay.
you guys keep moving forward. Is that all you guys do, or you guys gonna do anything else?
That's what I can think about doing.
What's up, Alex?
Can Yasin check out that silver medallion again?
Yes. It's
I just want.
Mhm.
Sorry, you.
yeah. So it's. Remind me about the silver medallion again. I'm sure I have it in my notes, but
It was the medallion that Yasin picked up from the guy that we saved from the griffin.
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You look at the medallion. It has the encrusted symbols of what are relatively like folk tale-ish creatures that represent safety and protection. Oh, thanks, Abigail. She says your voice acting is really good. And it's hard to explain, but you do feel a sense of calm having this. And as you kind of turn it around, awkwardly enough, there are small carvings of lightning bolts.
Of course there are. Did you look at that? Hey, Pinto. Check this out. I passed in the medallion.
Huh.
This is the medallion I picked up from that guy that we saved right before whilst we were entering Esserin.
Interesting.
Check the back.
Flips it over.
It's just flat metal. There's no lightning bolts, no nothing.
Come on!
That. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, don't you see this? Don't you see the lightning bolts?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I just slowly, cautiously hand it back to him.
Am I going daft? Try? I understand that you're mad at me, but can you please inspect this for me? What?
I just think it's funny. They're pissed as all hell. It's like, hey, you want to look at this coin?
What do
I
you
just
do?
put my hand back. I'll just
Okay.
put my hand back.
I pass it to them.
We'll look at it.
Again, same intricate carvings. Nothing too special about it. If you flip it on the back, nothing much. It seems a little dented, seems a little chipped, as most metal is, but it doesn't seem like... I would say make an intelligence check, just to know more details about it.
Okay. Intelligence?
Yeah.
8.
You roll cat. Cool. Yeah, it's just a metal medallion. I mean, hold on. Before you do anything, let me get my d20 out so Ronnie can roll. Because you can bet Ronnie's gonna take a peek at that thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, would it be investigation or intelligence?
Well, you don't know what you're looking for, and
Okay.
it's more intelligence because you're trying to figure out what it is.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
You're pulling from your memory, so... Let me pull up Ronnie's character sheet that I made. Let's see, okay. So he's gonna also make an intelligence check. His intelligence is not that great. Oh, yeah, 14. Ronnie kind of turns his head, not all the way around, but kind of just to glance at you through the corner of his eye. Yasin, he says, it's made of silver. Although I do... From what I can see, it's not normal silver. It's more... I don't know. I haven't seen silver like this. Except for in totems, maybe?
Totems?
I don't know.
Totems? How do you say that word in my accent? Totems?
It looks like a coin to me. Could be worth something.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, thanks anyway.
Absolutely, sure.
I'm just gonna like flick it back to him.
Yeah.
Can I see if I catch it?
I mean, like the cart, guys. The cart's not like a mile long. They flick at you. You're gonna fine. Yeah, make a dexterity check. I don't.
Cool.
Sure.
If not, it's gonna hit the face.
We have a stretch limo cart right here.
Yeah, if
I
not. What?
I rolled a 10.
Yeah, you catch it. The DC is like a 5. You catch it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So you catch it. You put it back. Do you inspect it a bit more, or are you just gonna put it back?
I'm gonna inspect it a bit more. Can I roll a What can I roll for it?
Nothing. You don't have to roll anything. You kind of just look at it.
I inspect
And-
it some more.
It's weird. The more you stare at it, the more you want to keep staring at it. It feels comforting to stare at it for some reason. As you get closer. Pinto, you're watching Yasin as he's doing this. He's getting closer to the medallion. Yasin falls out of the cart, passing out.
Whoa! What?
Ronnie
Hey,
stops.
Ronnie, stop the car.
What happened?
Yeah, Yasin fell out. What? Yasin, you okay?
Ronnie jumps out the cart, goes up to Yasin, who's lying on his back in the grass. Ronnie checks for a pulse and a breath. I'm gonna roll a medicine check, just to be safe.
Rolls a 1, Yasin's dead.
Sorry, he
stared at
died.
a corner.
I'm
What the
very
fuck did
sorry.
you do?
No, 17. Yeah, he can feel your breath.
Is he alive?
He's passed out, but yes, he's alive.
I'll get out of the cart, go over to both of them, and be like, "Let's, I guess, throw him back in." I want to try to help Ronnie pick up Yasin to just toss him back in the cart.
Make a strength check with advantage, because Ronnie's helping you out.
Advantage. Oh God, thank God, I have advantage. Oh no, that's even worse. God damn. All right, 6.
You
I rolled a 5 and a 3, guys.
You put his legs on your shoulders, and before Ronnie can pick it up, you just grab it and you kind of slip and fall.
I don't think this worked.
You have to wait until I say we're ready.
Okay, are we ready?
Oh no, grab his legs.
Okay, I'll grab his legs.
This time Ronnie's gonna do it because you're wordless.
You're not wrong.
tried.
Yeah, that's a, what is that? 23.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
What?
yeah. So you bend down to grab his feet as they're yanked right in front of you, as Ronnie straight up hoists Yasin into the air and carries him on his shoulders. And he kind of stops for a second. Are you carrying him?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Pinto's using one finger.
Right.
He's the boss.
Ronnie
It's like when
drags
Davenport's like, let's flip this platform, and I'm the one guy in the corner who's not lifting anything.
Ronnie drags Yasin's body and then manages to put it over the railing of the cart and into the cart itself. You land into the cart.
I'll hop back in the cart too.
Ronnie also gets up into the horse and in the front part of the cart. And at this point, you're looking around. It's turning into it's twilight, turning into dusk. Ronnie reluctantly turns to you, Tirai, and says, "I think it's probably better if we sort of settle in for the night, camp a little bit."
I would agree.
What do you think?
It's the best idea I can think of. If we're gonna make camp, we should probably leave him in here. I mean, it's the safest place for him, right?
We'll bring the cart to the side. If you'd like, could you two set up a sort of camp for us?
Sure.
I'm already getting out of the cart.
Oh, we're just making camp here? Oh, okay. Alright. We'll get out of the cart,
He's
go
gonna
help.
move the cart around, and we're
Yeah.
gonna make camp while he moves the cart around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Guys, it's
Yeah,
not,
I'll
it's not
go
like a
help.
car. You can't reverse it and then drive in. You have to turn the horses
No, I
around.
didn't think we
Yeah.
were like making camp here. I thought we were like gonna drive more and then we were gonna do all that.
No,
Okay.
no. So what you guys doing? You're good. So like right now, you're in a dirt road with grass fields on the side, and you're gonna make a camp in one of the fields, and Ronnie's gonna turn the cart around too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I understand now.
Yeah.
I
Big
apologize. All right,
chunks sit
I
next-
will.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will assist Tierra in making the camp.
I need both of you to make a nature check. Or-
Nature check. I've never had to roll a nature
So-
check
Survival or
before.
nature?
Ooh, that's a good question.
'Cause
Survival.
We never
survival.
bought any tents or
survival.
nothing. I don't
survival. Yeah, it's survival.
think. Yeah, survival. Okay.
You.
Oh,
get-
nat 20!
Okay. Yeah.
Do I even need to roll?
No.
Should I still roll?
No. No. You're.
I've made the camp before you even come in because
Yeah.
I'm
I
that.
rolled a 15.
You get off the cart and you're like, okay, fine. You turn. You're still limping because you're obviously in pain. But you turn around and then the cart is the cart is there. The cart is there. The cart is there and the tent is there. It's a makeshift tent from a few clothes of TRI that they've managed to just quickly wrap together.
And the tent that Yassin gave me from forever ago.
That is
He
true. Yeah.
gave you a tent?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
What?
like at the very beginning.
Yep. You guys managed to rest there. Does anyone want to... So there's a few ways you can do this. In order to take a long rest, you need to rest for 8 hours, right? And the way this can work is that you guys can trade off keeping, like, being awake and keeping a guard in case anything approaches. So every 2 hours, you'd switch per person.
I can take first watch because the whole trance feature with elves is the fact that like their whole trance meditation thing goes for 4 hours and it's equal to 8 hours of human
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, you can go first.
So I'll take first watch. Does
Alright.
anyone want to join me?
I'll join you for a little bit.
Okay.
He turns to you, Tira, and says, that okay with you?
It's totally fine with me.
Yeah, the tent appears from the ground with that nat 20.
Yeah,
Jirai
I
separates
know
the
that
earth.
shit.
Jirai separates the earth and yeah.
Just pulls Toph and just
Yeah, exactly.
earth bends this shit.
Actually, if anyone's the top of this group, it's Alyndra.
Yeah.
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 Alyndra ain't here, is she?
Yeah. So yeah, you guys kind of managed to take like a little bit of rest. Toph from Avatar.
Still haven't seen that.
Oh, by the way, I got my parents addicted to Avatar. They're actually watching it downstairs right now.
Yeah.
They
love
they
that.
just got to the episode where Sokka drinks cactus juice.
Yes!
They just got to that.
The quenchiest.
Yeah, it's the quenchiest.
It'll quit.
Okay.
Why don't we ask the big
watched
mushroom
the-
for him?
Yeah, you need to watch it, Alex. It's amazing.
I will.
I have all 3 seasons on my computer.
Well, I have them on Netflix, so. Basically, so yeah, you guys managed to rest. You set up camp. I'm gonna go ahead and who wants to start the fire? Anyone want to start a fire?
Is that not included with my nat 20 survival?
Well, you made a tent, but
I have a Tinder box.
well, and they don't
But-
know that. They don't know that.
You know that you're passed out.
Are you
Yeah.
metagaming in my
No.
campaign?
No, I'm saying it.
That's it. That's it. We're done here.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
kidding,
No,
I'm
I'm
just kidding,
sorry.
just
I
kidding.
didn't think about it.
I'll make the fire.
The only thing I have on me right now is whatever cloak, spare shirt I had, and my knife of Zera. That's it, guys.
Yeah, you know what? Yasin does have Tinder. It's how he met
Exactly.
his wife. Yeah.
Exactly. How cold is it?
It's not too cold. You're right now. It's like fall. It's starting to become winter, but it's getting a little cold. But yeah.
But I've definitely been colder.
Yeah, I mean, you're Tear-Eye. Like, there's no emotion that you have not experienced that's worse than other people.
I'm not gonna make the fire. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Okay.
Does Ronnie have anything to make a fire?
Wait, I actually might have stuff to make a fire. Give me like a hot.
I don't have shit unless
Oh,
I can
I
strike
mean,
the rock against my knife. and make some-
Ronnie has a tinderbox,
Box?
so you know he can.
And why didn't we have a fighter earlier? He's so fucking useful.
Dude, he just has a few things. It's the only reason he's useful is it because it's Ronnie. That's the only reason he's useful. Kat, are you gonna use a spell to make fire, or?
Yeah, let me.
Because if you want, Ronnie can make a fire.
I'm like looking at my. I left my journal back at my actual like
Totally
house.
cool. Don't worry about it.
So I'm like looking through all of my stuff. I think I actually have.
Alyssa, Ronnie was on Tinder, but then Ronnie matched with Tirai.
I do have. I also have a tinderbox.
Okay, you're gonna start a fire.
Can I use thaumaturgy to start a fire?
Does
I don't think
thaumaturgy do fires?
I think so. I'm double checking that right now.
I can
Mitchell,
look that
you're
up
the
too.
spell expert. What happened?
All right, calm down. Yeah, does thaumaturgy do fire, buddy? You can cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color
But
for
they
1
have to
minute.
already be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but no. Here's the thing. A tinderbox comes with like supply. It comes with like the rocks that you click together. All you need is to gather a little bit of dry grass, which is pretty like readily available around you.
Yeah, then I'm gonna like start at least a small one. Then I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy to make it bigger.
Okay. Pinto and Ronnie, I guess, both of you guys notice T-Rex grabbing a little bit of dry grass. Gabe, how dare you be late? Family over? What kind of excuse is that? Piece of crap. It's okay.
No worries, man.
Don't worry about it. Thanks for being here, buddy. Yeah, so you grab a little bit of dry grass, put it in a small patch. Open up the tinder box, you get a little bit of oil that they keep in a small jar. Put it back in the box. And then you get the 2 rocks and begin striking it together. The first 2 times it doesn't work, and then a small fire appears on there, and you kind of blow on it a little bit to get the flames to, as well as you wave your fingers a little bit of purple energy kind of flowing from it. Then they kind of evaporate like sparks, and then it rises into this much bigger flame
Okay.
before changing color to purple.
The purple fire.
Yeah.
Was it your intention to make the fire purple?
Tell Pinto that it was not my intention to make the fire
Jesus
purple, but
Christ!
it's cooler because it is purple.
Terai, I understand you're mad. I'm sorry, okay? But I did what I did for reasons. And they were pretty good reasons.
The but completely negates the fact that you're sorry in the first place.
What? Since when? Who established that? Were there rules of language? What?
I'm going to take a walk. I'll walk around and see if there's anything here worth hunting, eating, or running from. Ronnie gets
You want
up.
me to come with ya?
He pauses and turns around and says, I'd prefer it if I was alone for a little bit. Sorry. I need some time. My brother just died. So. He begins walking.
Alright.
We're gonna quickly,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you guys keep talking. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the RP session.
Well, if you
Go.
want to cut away, that's
No,
fine.
shut up, keep going.
Okay. Tiara, if I knew you were going to be this concerned after the fact of what happened, I would have told you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not concerned.
You seem pretty concerned.
I'm perfectly fine.
How you react to anyone else who dies around you. Say you're perfectly fine.
Death is just something that happens. It happens to all of us at one point, you know. People die. It's
I
fine.
died. I died. I'm still here. How do you feel about that?
Why didn't you tell me?
Because
And I want a good answer. Not some BS like you were trying to save me and keep me from knowing.
okay. I didn't tell you because the man I made the deal with is a very annoying and racist asshole. And I knew your impulsive nature would ruin any sort of deal or plans that I made to keep any of us safe. So I didn't tell you. This way the plan or whatever deal that me and Yasin ended up coming up with would work. And it did work. Most of us got out safe. It's not my intention for Leo to die. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Brandon,
There's
chat can't hear you.
What?
They can't hear
Oh.
you.
I'm probably talking too quietly.
Yeah.
But yeah. There's your answer. Is that you were too impulsive. Your anger gets the better of you.
And who are you to say that? You don't even know me that well.
No, I don't, but I've known you long enough to see how you respond to things.
Still could have told me.
You're right.
You could have let me at least have a choice.
What would the choice be? What would you kind of choice would you have me have given you?
I would have liked the information so I could choose whether or not I was going to sit by or help you out.
You couldn't have
You
helped.
couldn't have known that I was going to do impulsive shit like I usually do.
So you're telling me if you were in a room with that man and he insulted me or he insulted you, you would have just sat there and had a normal conversation.
I'm pretty good at keeping my emotions in check when I want to. I'm pretty good at hiding when I want to. I don't hide around you guys because I like ya.
Really? You don't hide around us.
You're one to talk.
Excuse me.
Sorry, can we like really quickly point out the fact that Sai is like...
Dude, I am jamming in here, dude. This is dope.
What do you mean I'm one to talk? I mean, physically I hide, but what have I hidden from you? You hid who you truly were. I met you in my past, and you neglected to inform me of that when you encountered us.
I was 9. Or
You
something.
still knew me. And yet, when you walked into Yasin's Forge that day before that battle that we had at Soren Hill, you said not a word of who you were. All you said was a name. That was it.
Where do you even come from?
I come from where all the other elves come.
That's not a good enough answer.
I feel like it is. It's a pretty generic continent here.
Alright, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I come from an orphanage. I've never met my parents. Where do you come from? There's a reason we're going back to see your family, to get the money. You clearly come from some. You're not some run-of-the-mill elf family.
Where I came from is a place that by this point is unfamiliar to me. It is a place, for me, filled with ridicule, for others filled with magic. And so yes, to help you, I offered up the suggestion that we go back to my home, because I come from elves. Elves are often highly respected and wealthy people. And yes, my parents are alive. I haven't seen them in 82 years. Regardless, if I forget things, I never forget where I came from. So, after we get the money from that one man that Yasin talked to us about, we will turn in that gold to the celestial that revived you. And then if you still wish, I will take you to where I came. But if not, then we can do other things. Deal?
I never asked to be taken there. But if you're gonna ask me for honesty, you better be ready to serve up some honesty yourself. I don't hide nearly as much as you think I do. I mean, look at me. I gesture to me not wearing anything except for bandages and pants.
Mm-hmm.
You still have your hood up.
You've seen my face before.
You were too
Fuck.
drunk to really have a choice.
That is true. As I said before, after this payment thing gets settled, if you still wish to go to my home, I will take you. Until then, any questions you ask me, I will answer with complete honesty.
What's the catch? This is pretty one-sided.
True. True. The catch is in exchange. You must drink less. I gave you that guitar lute thing for a reason, so you wouldn't steal. You traded that in for an alcohol addiction. So, in exchange for taking you to my home and answering every question you ask me with 100% honesty, you must drink less. That seems fair.
Define less. Less to me would mean 3 bottles a day, as opposed to the casual 8.
I will define less as your twice a week.
You mean I only get to drink twice a week?
Yes.
That's not enough.
Well, let me rephrase. Twice a week, as in you may sit in a bar and drink as much as you want. Twice a week.
That's still not enough.
Well, it is my conditions.
I'm saying this to more to myself,
Mm-hmm.
by the way. It's not enough.
Okay. That's the catch. You may go in and sit at a bar, drink as much as you like, but only twice a week. Deal? Pinto takes off his hood, looks T.R.I. straight in the face, and asks one more time.
Hell yeah, he
Deal.
does. Shit.
I love Sai's freaking out.
Just so we're clear, you're the only one who has to be honest, right?
Yes. You may lie if you wish, but any question you ask me, I will answer with 100% honesty.
And you're the one who buys my drinks.
If I have money.
I don't even care about you enough to do this. Why am I even considering it?
I don't know.
Fine. But I don't forgive ya.
Okay.
You still could have told me. And your
nothing-
actions are speaking a lot louder than your words at the moment. I've heard a million sorries. I've heard them while knives were running down my back and cigars were being burnt into my arms. Sorry doesn't cut it. If you want to be a good person, you better as well act like one.
Okay. I will.
I'm gonna go climb a tree.
Sure.
What the fuck?
At this point, you see.
Pinto, as they walk off, Pinto puts his hood
Well,
back up.
Right
Kinda
before,
just-
right before you're about to walk off, T.R.I., you hear footsteps, and you see Ronnie, covered in blood,
What the hell
Ronnie.
happened to you?
covered in blood and gore, as he pulls a deer, its head clean ripped off, and seemingly from his bare hands, he pulls a deer towards the camp and says, "Sorry, I got a little carried away."
That's not yours, right?
Nope. Looks like he found dinner. Puts hood back up. Holy shit. Okay.
Next time you go out, can I come with ya?
I'd prefer it if you didn't, T.R.I. I just need some time to cope.
Alright.
We're gonna quickly, before anything happens, cut to Alyndra real fast.
What the fuck?
We're gonna cut to Alyndra real fast. But
Alyndra!
man, that RP scene was. Okay. Alyndra.
Yeah, that's great in this video.
Alyndra.
Kind of sad Yasin's passed out right now.
Yeah, I'm depressed.
You. Mitchell, you there? I think you're there, right? Give me a yes. No, is it yes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, Alyndra, you wake up. You're lying in grass. You look up, you see trees and a little bit of sunlight coming from the trees. You get up real fast, just to, like, look around you. You might not stand up yet, but you kind of look around you. A lush, beautiful forest surrounds you, with these overgrown trees, bushes, ferns, twigs all cake the floor. Sounds of croaking and creaking fill your ears as a strange feeling of magical and arcanic energy surrounds you, sending like a shiver down your spine. The smell of damp grass and morning dew floods your nostrils and almost takes over all of your senses until you slowly begin to readjust. A slight breeze flies past you as these small insects run by you. A worm-like creature, rattlesnake size, slithers past you, grabbing an insect and absorbing the moisture out of it. As you take a peek around you, your senses all adjust to familiarity. You are home. Welcome back to the Feywild. As you take stock of everything around you, small shapes begin forming in the grass right around you. Shapes of a draconic creature with several heads. All but the one head in the middle appear to be blurred. There's a small dirt path that lies in front of you, leading to a clearing. And in there, you recognize a smaller village.
Alright, I'm gonna stand up and go to the village, I guess.
Okay.
Go down the...
You get up, you begin walking your way. Everything coming back to you, you've been here before. You recognize this place. You keep walking, and you see the village that you used to visit. It's not your village, but it's a town that's relatively closer to yours, and it's in shambles. It's all broken.
What kind of damage is it? Is it just broken, or is it like burnt, or...
It's not burnt. It is torn. It feels like the wood has been just torn from the nails it was attached with. Granted, there was really no nails. It was more magically shaped, but it was ripped apart. Splinters lie everywhere, and you see this village. And suddenly, out of nowhere, a small satchel appears in your hand. Inside the satchel, it's a little bit of food and a few delicacies that your mother used to make. And you have no idea how it got in your hand, but it appeared in your hand.
I'm gonna pop one of the delicacies in my mouth.
Yeah.
And then, I guess just go look for people, signs of people, signs of things.
You taste the food. It's a small circular sweet, a little bit of glaze on top, sugar glaze that your mother used to make, and you choke back a few tears, because this is, even though you ran away, this is still home, and you still feel the emotions of being home. And then you look around for people, and you check one area. You lift the rubble, and as you're checking the area, you kind of look behind you, notice the other areas of rubble, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna check a few of those too. You lift a piece of the wood shards, and you find the body of a elven child. The throat ripped out. The guts lying on his side, and drying up and decaying as the insects and the various bugs and creatures of the Feywild begin digesting it back into the land.
I'm gonna do a small, little prayer,
Okay.
and then go check other places.
Sure. You quickly pray and hope that whatever spirit inhabited this child, you feel a tether. You know, like when you have a string and you pull it really tight, it snaps. You feel like a tether breaking. And you take a deep breath and you turn back around. A piece of rubble was already cleared. And you didn't even touch that yet. Nothing's underneath it, but it looks different. There was something something looks different.
Okay. That's weird. Would there be... do you think there's a specific building that I would recognize
So this town was more like a settlement, more of like a town to guide people into the village that you lived in, or the city like village you lived in. So there was an inn that people could go and shop at, like a general store mixed with an inn. But even that's been reduced to like crumbling mess. All the food there drying and rotten. And a path leading beyond this village into a forest, which you know that beyond that forest lies your city.
Are there any tracks? Because I'm assuming some kind of beast or fey creature did this.
Go
Are there any
ahead
tracks?
and make an investigation check or a nature check. Up to you.
1 second.
We're about to get some Alyndra character development up in this mug. Yeah.
While we wait, subscribe to the Mango Pudding Patreon.
Well, the Prop Closet Studios Patreon.
Prop Closet Studios Patreon.
Patreon.com/Prop
Alright.
Closet Studios. What's up?
Yes.
Mitchell, did you roll?
15.
Oh, 15, okay.
For nature.
Yeah, 15 for nature, okay. You look around, and then you kind of have to dig through, because the land is kind of disturbed. It's not the normal way it was. There's these small, like, kind of, indents in the ground that you kind of have to, like, hop in and check around. You hop into one of the ditches to see anything. And then it hits you. Oh shit. The ditches are the footprints. And the feet are shaped like it's a three-toed foot, which you can clearly see is synonymous to draconic creatures or dragon-like creatures and creatures of that nature. Yeah, by the way, you guys, you don't have to pay us Patreon. This content will be free. That's just if you want to support us. No reason to pay us at all. Yeah.
I guess I'll go towards the city.
The tracks actually seem to lead into the forest and towards your city. So you're gonna make your way there?
Yes.
You managed to make your way.
Like how every single sound effect you just made in that sequence was cut off.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't care.
I'm assuming I'm hearing that from the
Yes.
direction of the city.
Yes. Before the trees kind of clear, and you see a large creature, blood caked in its mouth and all over its body, appear before you. Well, come out of the forest before you. And we're gonna quickly cut back to our buddies.
You get.
The sleeping Yasin, the passed out Yasin.
I wake up.
Yasin, you actually wake up and find that you wake up in a field and no one is around you.
Oh god, not again.
And in front of you, there's a campfire, and on the other side of the campfire, you see Dairon in his royal blue robe sitting with roasting a marshmallow over the campfire.
I love that.
I immediately run over and I kneel right in front of him.
Can I have a s'more?
I lower.
No, stop it. Stop. Get up. Stop. No, stop it.
Alright, yes. Hello.
Care for a small.
Yes!
Yeah.
Sure, yes, please. I don't think I've ever had a s'more before.
He takes a piece of bread, dried bread, and it appears the bread already has some chocolate on it.
D&D s'mores.
Yeah, it's canon now. He puts he puts the marshmallow on it, and takes another piece of hard bread and smushes them together. Passes it over to you.
Thank you, sir. I bite into it.
Tastes like
my God.
ass. No, I'm just kidding. No, it tastes pretty good.
Or like milk chocolate existed too. So technically it's like pure dark chocolate.
Yeah. It tastes. It's a little bitter. No, but it's not bad. Considering that chocolate is a delicacy, not bad at all.
Wow, this is incredible. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm a god, so I would hope it is.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, you are.
You can call me Dairon.
Yes, Diana.
So, tell me, Yasin, how are you enjoying your new gifts as a warrior of the Storm King?
It is an honor to carry this, and I am so grateful to have this power.
I hope so. You haven't really done anything yet, so.
There was a target that I wanted to take down, but it was apparent that I'm not ready to do that. I'm not ready to lose the. I'm not ready to take on a target in which I know my friends are going to die. Once I get stronger and learn to master this power you've given me, I'm going to personally tear off his head with my own fingers.
Yasin went from 0 to 10 real fast.
Yasin, I, as the Storm King, the eternal ruler of everything fierce, ferocious in nature,
Yes.
do you want to know where the greatest power and anger lies? I will kill you, cat. Would you like to know where the greatest power and anger lies in a being?
Yes, please.
It lies in restraint. No greater power exists in the world than the power of restraint. Hold on to that. For there will come a time, and who knows, it might happen soon, it might happen later, but there will come a time when you will take both of your hands, put it around your enemy's head, and tear them in half like you tore through that small.
Yes, Diron.
You can laugh, that was a joke. You will kill them, yes.
Yes, but would you both of my hands? I only have one.
That brings me to my request, Yasin.
Oh no.
I have a quest for you.
Oh.
And he pulls back his cape, which has been covering his shoulder, to see a metallic hand with energy flowing through it, similar to Yasin's. As he pulls the hand off, lays it in front of you, and you see a stump with like little bits of light, electricity, and lightning sparking around it.
You're missing your arm as well.
Jinx. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. He doesn't say that. No. Yes, I am.
How, may I, if I may ask?
It was a battle. You know who Eterna is, I'm assuming, considering one of your friends is a member of her clan.
Excuse me?
Oh, you didn't know? You think Tirai just sprouted wings like a flower sprouting petals?
Well, Tira already had the horns, and I just kind of assumed that they would just want to go for the whole motif, but...
Normal creatures don't get wings until they're born in a celestial power or fiendish power, or they're given that power.
You don't say. You don't say.
Tirai has wings for a reason. Now, in a battle with Eterna, I lost my hand. She unfortunately, managed to subdue the Realm Master. We lost contact with him, unfortunately, and the other Elder Gods have been trying to hold their ground. But in a battle, I lost my hand.
My condolences. I know exactly what it's like.
I know you do.
Oh,
I'm aware.
sorry, that was dumb of me to say.
It's alright. Now, here's my quest for you. My hand still exists, Yasin. It was torn apart by a giant. An elemental giant created by Eterna to oppose me directly. A storm giant. It lies on an island protected by this giant. And when you are ready, make your way towards the island. The lightning will point the way.
Yes, Baron. How will I know if I'm ready?
How the fuck do I know?
Good point. Good point. Then, whenever I'm ready,
You'll find it.
yes, my king.
And the hand will be yours.
Thank you. It's an honor.
How are things on Earth?
Well, interesting, I guess. A few weeks ago, we accidentally unleashed a whole bunch of zombies. Yeah, it was a member of our party. His name was Theo. He gave another member of our party, Zeus, a little concoction. He said, use this if you're overrun. We thought it was a Hail Mary situation, but instead it was a ploy. Because turns out Theo was he was an acolyte of Eterna. Tried sending me to Shadowfell, but Realmus, I imagine who you refer to as the Realm Master, saved us.
No, Realmus is not the Realm Master.
Oh crap! Never mind.
It's alright.
Realmus, the Realmus saved us.
Realmus is the son of the Realm Master.
Okay, thank you for the clarification. My bad. And so that happened.
Who saw Realmus last? No,
I
it's
think-
Tirai.
But not to his knowledge.
I think
Shut up, Abigail. Don't tell me that nonsense.
You don't know that I was the last one who saw him.
Well, if I remember clearly, the last time I saw Realmus, it would have been me or Tarai, as Tarai was with me whenever we sent my son to Elysium as he was dying. So it could have been either one of us.
Yo boy.
I'm afraid Realmus might be dead.
Excuse me, what?
Ever since a few days ago, no one's ever heard or seen from Realmus. We heard he was taken by Eterna, and we couldn't find her anywhere in her places, but we don't see him at all. You've met his brother, Arion, who's trapped inside the body of that old man.
That's his brother.
Yes.
And if I remember correctly, after we buried my son and a few other things, that's when Tarai started having their issues with the wings, I guess you could say. And
I have a doubt, Yasin.
pardon?
I have a doubt. A question, actually.
Okay.
Do you think your friend might have played a part in Realmus's death/disappearance? Maybe they're the cause of it.
I've been with Tarai for the last few days. I haven't seen Tarai go off. Do anything like that. I don't know. I
Keep an
can't
eye
think-
on them.
I will, but I do have a question.
Go on.
When I last met you, I saw a vision of my friends destroying my village, and I killed them. Huh. What was that? Was that a vision of the future, or the past, or am I losing my mind?
Every dream you get, Yasin, is a vision of the future. It's a vision of the possible future. If you decide to make it be, it will be true. What you saw, what I made you see, was a manifestation of your own anger. You weren't angry at the world, Yasin. You were angry at yourself. You were angry at the people around you for not understanding that. But without telling them, they won't understand anything.
And I know what I must do.
Yasin, before all of this, and even still now, you are a coward.
Yeah, I am.
Whoa.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
I was gonna say I agree with you, but okay.
You display great potential, but you're a coward. You're afraid of everything that walks, afraid that it might hurt you or your friends. Your family has become your liability. Trust them. Except for Tira, keep an eye on them.
I knew that.
You have to trust people.
Yes. Yes, Dagon. I can do that.
A lightning explodes in the distance. I presume that's my sign.
Thank you for everything. And I reach out my hand for a handshake or something like that. I don't know. God, so I don't know how to do this with hand.
He just stands up.
Okay.
I'll see you around, Stormbringer.
Here around. I'm king.
Fades into rain.
Sorry.
And you're still asleep, Yasin. At this point, Ronnie and Pinto are first awake, I'm assuming, or first keeping watch. Is that...
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. He sits there, actually, with one of his short swords, and he's whittling away at a piece of wood. No, at one of the deer's horns. It was a very plenty meal. You're all very full. Tirai, I'm assuming, climbed in their tree. Ronnie's just whittling away.
I'm just looking around.
What's it like?
Pardon?
Dying. What's it like?
It's... well, it hurt, but then when I actually died, it wasn't really anything. It was just a long hallway. It's really nothing else. But now I have to live with the fact the first thing I saw after being brought back to life again is the man I now want to kill. More than anything. But I can't.
What do you think Leo saw when he died?
Well, I'm not a very religious elf. I feel that death is different for everyone. I believe your brother probably saw his own hallway, and at the end of it was whatever he truly deserved. Whether that be joy or pain.
I think I need to rephrase my question. What do you think he saw before he died? In the moment before, what do you think he felt? What do you think he saw?
Probably saw his life. Probably wanted to see you. You're angry at me, aren't you?
I don't know what I am. I was back in the woods, right?
Mm-hmm.
Creeping through the shrubs like Leo taught me. And I found a deer. A mother deer and a smaller child. I snuck closely. Leo taught me all of this. He taught me that you could go to a deer and wait. Don't move, just wait. Deer are hungry. They'll come towards you thinking that you're some sort of food, and then you jump and you attack.
It is a fine hunting strategy.
It is. But the part that hurts isn't killing the deer, it's watching the child see its mother die. And everything just hurts. Everything's just pain. I don't know if I feel sad. I don't know what I feel. I feel everything. So I took the deer's head and I tore it with my bare hands. And I ripped it off. I wouldn't have done that a few weeks ago. The one incident that changed my life, ruined it at the moment, is seeing both of you. All three of you. And even then, if you just came and stayed like normal people and left the city, this wouldn't have happened. I don't blame Tear-Eye for this, because they didn't know. But I don't want to blame you either, because you probably were justified in your reasoning. But you caused me pain, Pinto. You and your friend have caused me lots of pain. If it ever comes to that point, and I hope it doesn't, but if it ever does, I will hunt you like a deer.
So, with all of the rage and hatred you have towards me and my friend, why do you remain with our party? Why didn't you choose to stay in Esserin with your cousin?
I don't know. I can't remain in Esserin. Just doesn't feel right there.
Do you ever think you will find a home again?
I don't know.
Being a person who's been away from his home for a long time, I find that even when you move around, your home is where you are valued and needed most.
If I'm being quite frank, Pinto, I don't intend to find a home. I don't intend to return. If I'm lucky, I intend to make sure Tear Eye's out of earshot. I intend to never wake up. All of you seem like you're encountering evil creatures and hopefully killing them. If I'm lucky, I intend to fight something. And never have to wake up to a nightmare again.
You telling me you seek death?
I seek peace.
Is there a difference?
Not for me. When I'm gone, take care of Tear Eye.
You speak as if you're going to die tonight or tomorrow.
I might.
You sure you're placing the bets with the right person?
I don't know. I'm going to go to sleep. Get some rest while you can. And he heads into the tent, finds a corner, and lies there.
Pinto just looks off to Tear Eye's tree, Ronnie's tent. Yasin passed out on the cart. Jesus Christ. Stands up, breathes, kind of sits wherever he's sitting in the grass or on a chair and just goes into the trance by the fire.
With no one keeping... Okay, sure, sorry.
Well,
Sure, no, you go
Okay.
in trance.
I
You're in
will
trance.
fini-
Nope,
he
you're
will
in
finish-
Kidding.
He will finish the watch
Okay.
and then go into the trance by the fire.
Who are you
but
gonna...
still trying to be prepared.
Are you gonna wake up anyone to keep watch, or are you just gonna go into a trance?
You're really hacking on my. Okay. You know what? Actually, he'll just stay up through both watches. That's what he will do.
Okay. I will say, in the morning, you will suffer a point of exhaustion, though.
That is fair. I can sleep in the cart
Cool.
or trance in the
Normally,
cart.
if you stay awake a day, I wouldn't give you like a point. I wouldn't give you a point of exhaustion. But considering you just died, you probably need sleep. But because you're staying awake, you're gonna get a point of exhaustion. Tomorrow that is, not right now. Anyways, cut back to Alyndra. Alyndra, as the trees kind of clear, you see these two. You see these two creatures, scaly skin, their ears folding back, giant teeth curving in front of them. You probably can't hear that because of Discord, which is stupid, but Twitch can hear me. As their claws step forward in front of them, they manage to make their way towards you. you see 2 gargoyles standing in front of you. Let me put on, I guess, roll initiative. Let me put on some battle music. I unfortunately don't remember if I made a battle map for this, so we're gonna play that. We're gonna play this one out imaginary. Okay. Let me just switch up the music, everybody. Give me like 5 minutes, because that's how long it takes me to do this.
I rolled a 7.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for the 2 gargoyles. A moment, please. You rolled a 7. Let's see, okay. 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 Cool. So the gargoyle goes first. There's actually like 2 of them. One of them has darker blackish skin. One of them has like lighter greenish skin. Not like light green, but like more grayish greenish. The darker one's going first. It's gonna go ahead and run forward towards you, scampering its claws, digging into the ground, getting really irritated as it runs towards you. And it's gonna go ahead and do a multi-attack. It's gonna bite and claw you. So that is a D2. I'm gonna use my chaos dice. Thank you, Alex, for the chaos dice.
Probably, guy.
Does a 7 hit? Wait, no, I have to use D20 to hit. Sorry, hold on. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Okay. That's the natural 1. It runs towards you, its claws shrieking as it tries to scratch you. You instinctively just squat right underneath it as the claws hover over your head, the wind kind of blowing your hair, and you immediately stand up again. This time it reaches in for a bite. But as it does, you kind of stand your ground and turn to the side quickly enough to where it flies over your form, rolls on the ground, and turns around again, staring at you. And then now... Okay. Okay. You turn around to face the other gargoyle as you notice that it's already bleeding. A little bit of blood coming from its face. Kind of like knife wounds. And it also turns around and it charges forward towards a target that doesn't exist. Before apparently biting something and then falling. For some reason, your vision kind of goes blurry for a second, and you don't really exactly remember this part. Something's off. Something's weird. Something's off. The gargoyle attacks something. You know it attacked something. You just don't know what it attacked. Anyways, it is now your turn.
I'm going to cast I'm gonna cast Produce Flame and use it as a ranged spell attack.
Okay. Go ahead and describe how you cast it.
I'm just gonna do a normal kind of like bring my hand up and kind of burst the fire and then just throw it like a ball.
Okay. You stare at the. Do you attack the first gargoyle or the second one?
Whichever one was just biting something random.
Okay, the second one. You turn towards it. You bring your hands up. Open your hands as fire just emanates from it. This greenish, reddish fire bursts forth from it. And as you lob it forward, I think you have to make a. Do you have to make an attack, a ranged spell attack?
Yeah, I'd make a
Go for
spell
it.
attack. It's 20, but it's not natural.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Fuck are my d8s?
Sorry, everybody else. Just give me like a few minutes while I do this combat. By the way, chat, how is everybody today? Hope you guys are having a good day.
13.
13, okay. Yeah. You raise your hand, throw the fireball forward. It arcs forward towards the gargoyle. As it smashes into its head, the fire kind of rippling throughout the body. As it leans back, the fire kind of going into its eyes as it scratches at its own face. This time it turns to you. And it is the first gargoyle's attack, the one behind you, so it's going to go ahead and make 2 attacks at you. 17 hits, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
17 and 19.
But both of those hit, yeah.
Both those hit, okay. I'm doing well. Listening to my brother again to shenanigans. That's good. Yeah, I have a brother too. I know exactly how you feel. Woke up so incredibly dizzy. Abigail, eat food. Jesus Christ. Okay. So both those are to hit. Okay. So that is a 5. And that is an 8. So there's a 5 piercing damage and 8 slashing damage. As the gargoyle leaps in front of you, brings its mouth down onto you, gets a bite out of your shoulder as you kind of turn and bring it back. And as you kind of reel back, it brings the claws from underneath, scratching you a little bit as you put your hands forward, get some chunk out of your wrist as you lean back, and you're a bit winded, but overall you're not doing too bad. It's the next turn. It's the next gargoyle's turn as it also reaches towards you, and you can sense it running up towards you before suddenly a splatter of blood falls on the floor. As that gargoyle, you turn around, you see a cut right down its head, splitting the gargoyle in half as it falls dead by an attack that you didn't do.
I'm gonna ignore that for now.
Okay.
And focus on the other gargoyle.
Cool, it's your turn. By the way,
how far away is it right now?
the gargoyle is about 15 feet away from you, and it's looking pretty bloody.
Alright, I'm gonna use another cantrip and cast Create Bonfire underneath it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you...
Wait.
Go ahead.
It must succeed on a dex save or take 1d8.
Got it.
Or sorry, 2d8 because I'm above 5th level.
Succeed on a dex save. Does 5, so no. 2d8 damage, so go ahead and roll 2d8.
Shit, I have my nutbag in my lap, so I can't.
Your nutbag?
Don't worry about it.
You mean your cum sock?
No, I'll show you my nutbag. Give me a second.
I'm sure I want to see your nutbag.
If anyone is under the age of 18, please look away for the next 15 seconds.
5.
5? Okay, so yeah. The gargoyle kind of begins to stand there as you stare at the ground. Oh, your nuts, your pistachios. Okay. Whatever.
It's custom trail mix.
Whatever.
But it's cool.
Yeah. You put your hands right in front of it. A little bit of fire emanating from fingertips before it kind of fizzles out. And listen, Alyssa, we do a lot of things on this Twitch channel. The gargoyle leans back to run towards you, and before he can get a step in, fire just emanates. It surrounds all of it as it begins burning, screaming viciously. Does it take fire damage on the next turn? Is it on fire?
One second.
Mm-hmm. There was a trailer from Mortal Kombat when I logged on, so yeah, that's true.
It just says the creature must also make the saving throw when it enters the bonfire space for the first
Okay.
time, or on a turn, or it ends its turn there.
Okay, so yeah,
It ignites flammable objects that aren't worn or carried.
not really flammable. It doesn't really have anything as carrying, but yeah, it takes a good amount of damage as it now run towards you and makes, again, 2 attacks. That's a natural 1. That's another natural 1! Oh my god! Yeah, it misses. Shit, I hate my
You
life.
should just really
2 natural.
It runs towards you, but because it's on fire and because of the damage you've done to it, slides and rolls and kind of comes crashing towards you as you stand over it. Its eyes looking up at you in fear. What do you do? It's very bloody at this point. Barely hanging on.
I'm gonna leave it.
Okay.
Actually, I want to cast Healing Word on it and then leave it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead and cast your healing word, milady.
Find it. Well, is it an undead or a construct?
No, it is not.
Cool. Then let me find my 1d4.
Technically, it's a medium elemental.
It gets 2. No, hold on. What the fuck is my 5 health?
It gives 5 health. Okay, that's not bad. You stand over it, and you kind of crouch for a second, put your hand on its head, as the gargoyle doesn't bite you, but just stands there. This greenish energy flowing through its veins, as it slowly limps but stands up.
I'm gonna continue towards the city.
Before you go, it whimpers and runs off into the forest. Surprised that a creature that almost killed it spared it. And you kind of turn around again just to check, and it's weird. You didn't kill the second gargoyle. It's just so weird. I'm gonna turn off the epic music before things get too epic in here. It's leaving. The bot's leaving, but that's only because that's like the fastest way for me to like get the bot to change music. There's other ways I can do it, but it just takes like 5 hours. While that's happening, how is everybody doing? I hope everyone's having a great time. How are you guys? How are my players doing?
Death.
I keep dropping my nuts.
Everybody's mad at me and complaining about death.
Yep. Okay.
My wrist really hurts.
Oh, be careful, man. Everyone be careful, you guys.
Yeah.
Terry is just very much out of the loop of everything at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you make your way towards your city. The forest is unusually quiet. You've been here many times when you were younger, and usually it's this mix of noises, this cacophony of sounds that you're used to hearing, but you don't hear that. The trees are still there, but it's uneasily quiet. As you make your way to the village, you notice that you see a similar type of damage, just not as much damage. You see this married couple walking together, looking for something, and then going back and entering their house.
You said I made it to the city, right?
Yeah, you're in the city.
Okay.
Alex, I will kill Yasin. I've killed Pinto, and I will not stop until I kill Yasin.
I'm sorry. My ADHD medication ran out. I have to do something with my hands.
Do you have dice? Turn your mic off and start rolling your dice.
I'll do.
But you said the city has been damaged, but not like destroyed.
No, there's still people there. They're still walking around. You recognize your house in the corner. Again, this city is a bit weird because it's not. It's more like a noble city, so there's relatively rich people there, but it's not like extravagantly rich.
I'm not gonna go to my house. I'm gonna find the nearest, I guess, guards person, if there
Mhm.
is any.
Yeah, there's a few patrolling around.
And I'm gonna ask him what has recently happened.
He'll see you. Oh. Alyndra. You don't really recognize him that much, but you can tell that he recognizes you. Alyndra, do you remember me?
I've been away for a while.
Yeah, no, yeah, sorry, yeah, fair enough. Boran. My name is Boran. We actually went to school together. And you kind of left, but yeah. What's up? What are you here for? What are you looking at?
I more or less just woke up here in the woods, so I'm kind of trying to find out what's going on. The city is a little. There's a little destruction. What happened?
Oh. Don't you remember? That was always there. It was always this mangled. Do you not remember?
No, I don't. When I had left, it was immaculate.
What are you talking about? Nothing's different about the town. His eyes suddenly grow wide as tears begin to form at the edge of his eyes. And he doubles down and begins to break, weeping, before quickly getting back up, wiping tears and going, "Sorry, I don't know what just happened, but I'm very confused, Alyndra. This is how the city was."
I'm just gonna, like, look down and think.
Mhm. Do you want me to call your parents?
No, it's okay. Thank you. And I'm gonna walk towards the nearest inn or
Yeah.
sleeping area.
Uh, you remember that there's like a nice small tavern next to a good-looking general store that's fairly well stocked. As you walk into the inn, you see Mrs. Matilda is her name, but her husband's gone. And you're used to seeing her husband, which you surprisingly can't remember the name of at the moment. And you're used to seeing... What was his name? God, you just... You know she had a husband. You know she had a husband, because he would give you guys candy after school. God, that's so weird. I don't know, man. It's just so weird.
I'm gonna go up to Miss Matilda and ask for a room.
Okay. You go up to Miss Matilda. She looks up. Oh, Alyndra. It's been a while. How long has it been? Several years?
I think it's been close to several decades.
Yes. Time flies, I see. You know, I believe it would be better if I ever got married. Turns around, gives you a key to a room.
I'm just gonna take the key and
Okay.
go up to the room for
Yeah.
right now.
You head on upstairs and you go to the room. It's a relatively clean room. Not as clean as you remember. It seems a lot more dustier than you remember. Like no one's slept in this inn in a very long time. But yeah, no, it just Something feels weird.
Can I make like an Arcana check to see if I can just like immediately tell that there's something like oddly magical going on?
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
The fuck is my Arcana? You can see I'm prepared to make these checks. Haha, is there a 5?
You rolled a 5.
Yeah.
Something's weird. I mean, you know she had a husband. You know she did. And now she's saying she's never been married before. It's just weird, you know? It's just weird.
Are these people like roughly the age that I would expect them to be?
Yeah, they're the same age.
Okay.
Everything about Mrs. Matilda is the same as you remember. Her hair, the braid she keeps it in, her dark brown hair, the white sleeve gown she wears. Everything is the same. But yeah.
So they haven't aged. Sorry.
No, they have, but like, the
okay.
clothing is all the same.
I guess I'm gonna go. I guess I'm gonna go to my house and
Okay.
see if there's
Mhm.
anything different there.
You head downstairs. Mrs. Matilda on the way turns around to you and goes, I'm sorry, dear. Was I supposed to give you something?
No, I just walked in here and asked for a room, and you gave me the key.
No, but I remember. Who? I have a jar of candy. I don't know why. Well, you take care now. If you need to come back, the inn is always open.
Thank you. Have a good day, Miss Matilda.
You too, Alyndra. She turns around, gives you a nice warm smile, and then she goes about her work as you go back out in the street again. The city has less people in it than you remember. And something is off here. Something is most definitely off here. You manage to kind of walk your way, and you notice like familiar faces. And again, you see a lot of people, but you also don't see a lot of other people. You recognize there being more people. There should be. Where are these people? And the weird part is, no one seems to notice. You recognize the whitish walls, cream white instead of pure white walls of your house. More like Manila white, I should say. You take one step forward and you land face first on the floor. You tripped over something, but then you kind of look, there's nothing in front of you.
If I reach down and like feel the area that I tripped on, is there anything there?
You reach down and no. There doesn't appear to be. Something's off. Because you see other people trip too, but they just get up, they look around themselves, and then they go about like nothing happened. You don't see anything, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna continue to my house.
Okay. You make your way inside, expecting to be greeted by the same butlers and maids that you're used to having your entire life. Instead, it's decrepit. There's dust everywhere. And in the middle, your mother is sitting at a table, enjoying a drink. Your father is there too. Just hold on. Did Alyndra have a father? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think yeah. Okay. Yeah. So your father's sitting there right next to her, and they're both just enjoying a nice drink, just chatting about life before as your mother turns to you. Alyn? She immediately gets up, puts her drink down, gets up and runs and gives you a big hug. You've grown.
Hi, Mother. Yeah, I have. I'm sorry.
It's been so long. How are you?
I don't know.
Well, come. Let's take a seat and, we'll discuss however you're feeling. She holds your hand and takes you towards the table as your father sits there too. He's a bit more quiet, like you remember him, a bit more reserved. It's been a while. You seem well.
Well, as well as I can be.
You see a butler come and pour. You guys don't really drink alcohol. It's more of like this magical elixir that simulates the same potency of alcohol. But he pours some in the glass, your father's glass, your mother's glass, and sets a glass before you, before looking at you for permission to pour.
I'm gonna nod.
Okay. He pours a little bit in there. You recognize Butler as Murin, one of the butlers you had. And then he gets up, and he walks back to his door. But right before he walks back to his door, you kind of blink, and then he didn't make it to. Who's the butler again? You suddenly forget the name. And did you have a butler? Who filled your drink? You can't remember who filled your drink.
I'm gonna ask my parents who filled the drink.
I'm assuming you did, dear. Your father looks to the mother. Oh, I thought it was you. Regardless, we have a drink in our hand. It would be a shame. I wish we had a butler to fill us our drinks, but evidently we have to do everything ourselves nowadays. He takes a sip. Why did you leave, Alyndra?
I'm gonna sit there, kind of looking at my glass.
I believe I've asked you a question. Why did you leave? And your mother turns around. It's okay, honey. Listen. She just came back. I'm asking her a question. Why did you leave?
This city was stifling.
Stifling. I gave you everything you could have ever wanted, and you consider this stifling. I presume you don't know what it's like to one day wake up, learn that your child has gone to explore, which is fine, your child is naturally explorative, which is okay, and then she never returns for decades.
And it was not my intention to stay out for very long.
Do you know how much your mother cried the last 10 years? More?
Do you know what it's like to show up in a forest alone with nothing? Nobody nearby that you know? Not even animals that you even knew existed? Do you understand the feeling of complete and utter loneliness, as there's not a single person even remotely like you nearby?
Are you
That is
talking?
why I did not return.
Are you talking about the forest back there?
No. DM question.
Mm-hmm.
Do the people of the Feywild know about the like regular plane?
Yeah, they have an idea of it. They just don't know too much about it because no one really goes regular plane.
Like, so like travel is weird. between the
Travel
two?
is a bit weird, yeah.
I was caught in, for lack of a better term, a passage. I was no longer in the Feywild, and I was no longer here. And I was no longer able to get back. Trust me, I tried. I don't even know how I got back here. And I get back here and everything is different. Things are disappearing. People I know don't exist. Things I did never happened.
What are you talking about? Everything is the same as it's always been.
Miss Matilda had a daughter, or not a daughter,
A husband.
Miss Matilda had a husband. The city was perfect. Nothing is the same.
Your mother puts her hand out to try to hold yours. Alyndra, everything... I'm so confused. Everything has always been the same. Everything has always been the same. I don't know what you remember, but... everything has always been the same, Alyndra. Are you well?
I was.
You should get some rest, dear. Your room is still the same.
I'm gonna fucking get up there and it's not gonna be the same, isn't it? Thanks. I'll get some rest. And I go up to my room.
As you go up, your father, with his glass in his hand, empty, looks around for something. Before looking confused and sitting back down again. You go to your room and it is in shambles. The bed is not exactly broken, but there's dirt and dust creeping all over it. The books you had on your wall all crumpled to the floor, some of the pages burnt even. It looks broken. Very, very broken.
I'm just gonna kind of sit in the middle of the room
Okay.
and just try to figure out if, like, I'm gonna think about the names of the butler and the Miss Matilda's husband, and just like try to sit there and think about, like, trying to remember their name.
Okay. You sit there and concentrate for a minute. You remember the butler's face. He had a mustache, a subtle goatee. Or was that Miss Matilda? Was that Miss Matilda's husband? No. The butler had a beard. He had a beard. No, you never had a butler. No, but you did. But you couldn't have. You don't. You quietly begin to hear a voice creeping in the back of your head. And it reminds you of the same energy you felt whenever that one mortician stumbled into your forest one day in the middle of the great war between humans, orcs, and elves. And when you saved him. It's that same energy creeps into the back of your head. As the thoughts kind of formulate words, saying, it's a female voice. And it echoes in your skull like a powerful being. Your city is being torn. You know you remember things. And you're correct. There is a creature that lurks. A creature that makes people forget. And that's where we're going to end today's episode. Unless you want to keep talking. Keep talking, sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Snaps.
Not much happened. I apologize.
I know exactly what the
Not
monster
much.
is.
It was a pretty shorter episode. Not too much happened. I kind of wanted to take an episode of downtime where everyone kind of dealt with the emotions of the previous one.
I know exactly. Oh man, I'm so excited because I know exactly what Yasin's gonna tell everyone going in. And I'm so.
Well, you don't know what monster it is. You're not there.
No, I mean from my thing.
Oh, okay.
Don't you dare out me.
Okay. Yeah, hope you guys had fun. If you guys enjoyed that. We got to see a lot more of Alyndra this episode.
Yeah.
Confused as fuck.
That was awesome.
I wanted to make it really creepy and a little depressing, and I think hopefully I've achieved that. But yeah. Aw. Thank you, Abigail.
Everybody's mad at me.
Not me talking to my parents about to cry.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. I guess look out for the Nerd Plus Mike episode that is coming out next Friday on the Prop Closet Podcast, everywhere where podcasts are found. There's going to be a Phasmophobia video coming up. It's not too exciting, but it's basically Brandon being scared for 12 minutes.
It's me being scared and Sai being wrong, and if
Actually, that's not in the video.
wrong.
That's not in the video, but you'll see that eventually. But yeah.
Bastard.
So so there's gonna be a new video up. Yeah. that's kind of it. So I'm gonna play the outro, I say, and we will see you guys next week.
Yes.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
May the Guardians
Bye,
live on.
everybody.
Good night.